Hello! So today's video is going to be my Disneyland Paris haul. Originally I was going to tag this haul on the end of my trip report, but I've just filmed my trip report and wow, it is long. So I've decided to make two separate videos and just prolong the Disney magic. Shall I just make my channel into a Disney channel now? I'm getting tempted because I am on a Disney hype after coming home from Disneyland. It was amazing. My vlog just does not do it justice. I kind of hate the vlog because it just does not show how much fun I actually had and how amazing it is there. If I go again, I'm definitely taking a better camera because it is just incredible. But anyway, that's not what today is about. Today is about everything I bought while I was there, so I will jump straight in. The first thing I bought in Disneyland were these beautiful rose gold sequin ears. I knew I was going to buy these before I even went. I just absolutely love how they look, and I had bought a cheap pair of ears before I got to the parks, and they're very pretty, but they just weren't like proper Disney ears, you know. So I had to buy these ones, and I bought them from one of the stands. They have them all around the parks. They were $19.99 and I love them, and I'm going to wear them for this video because why not? So I'm going through my bag of stuff to show you, and I have an empty sweet packet because apparently I thought I would just bring back the sweet packet to show you. But I got some goofy sweets. These were the fizzy, like crocodile shaped ones that you get in Haribo. Love them. They were $3.99, quite pricey, but you do get quite a lot in there and they were really nice. The next thing, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this because I don't have a flip out screen on my camera, so I can't see what I'm doing, and also I know there's a glare from the patio doors. I bought the Tower of Terror photo. So we didn't have a photo pass because I just didn't think it would be worth it just for ride photos, because I knew we wouldn't be doing any meet and greets because it's just not Will's sort of thing. Archie is here and he's got bits of tree all in his beard. Can you not, Archie? Yeah, so I figured that paying €70 for a photo pass just wouldn't be worth it when we weren't going to be going on like doing any meet and greets. So I wasn't gonna have any ride photos, but when I saw this one of Tower of Terror, I just had to have it. I really don't know if you can actually see it, but I did put it on my Insta stories. If you really want to go and have a look at it, it's on my highlights under Paris, and there's a picture of the Disney castle as the first photo. When I saw this, I just had to have it, and it was $19.99 for two of them. So I'm going to take one of them out the frame and have it in my scrapbook, and then just keep one of them out because I just thought it was hilarious. Look how many chins I have. I have about 15 chins in this photo. And Will looks like he's seen a ghost, which you kind of do on Tower of Terror, but look how many chins I have. I just had to have it. I thought it was so funny. Not many people will pay nearly, well, yeah, like €20 to buy a bad photo of themselves, but it was too funny not to buy. Even the woman who served me laughed at the photo and was like, yeah, you've got to get this because it's actually hilarious. And I was like, I know. The next thing I bought, you're not really going to be able to see properly, but it is a big sweatshirt, and it does have a mark on it because somebody flicked their drink at me during illuminations, so that's annoying. But it's a great big grey sweatshirt. It says Disneyland on it with a picture of Mickey and some logos. We've got Space Mountain, Disneyland Park 1992, Walt Disney Studios and Hollywood Tower. And on the sweatshirt it says, I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse. Walt Disney. I love it. It's really snuggly. It's a men's size extra large, and I bought it before we went into the fireworks because I was freezing. It was $44.99. Oh, it's an extra large, which explains why it's so big. But yeah, I bought it before I went into the fireworks because I was freezing. It was $44.99, which is quite pricey, but my brother actually gave me some birthday money, so that is what this bought. So Ryan and Ella, if you're watching, this is what the birthday money got me. like I said, it's a men's size extra large, so it's absolutely huge. It's literally a dress on me, and I'm in the process of losing weight at the moment, so by the time I get down to my goal weight, this is going to be absolutely huge on me. So you might think, what a waste spending that much money on something that's not, like, doesn't really even fit you. But it's like perfect for sleeping in, or like for snuggly Sundays on the sofa where you really don't want to get dressed and you just want to wear your pajamas. So that's all this is for, really. And I know it was pricey, but I love it. We've got some hats from Buffalo Bills, which I can't really put on because I've got my ears and I've got my hair in a big high ponytail today. But you get to keep your hat. We had to smuggle them on the plane home and like try and hide the extra bag that we were carrying. But yeah, so we've got one each, and I'm just going to keep them and put them in my office because it's a nice little reminder of the show. And we were in the blue team, as you can see. This is my birthday badge. I will film close-ups of anything that I think needs a close-up because there's some like small fiddly bits in here. But this is my birthday badge. If you are celebrating anything, you can go to City Hall and ask for a badge. Tell them what you're celebrating and they'll give you the correct one. I think these specific birthday badges are a fairly new thing. You used to be able to just get one that said, I'm celebrating, and then you could write that it was your birthday on there, but now they do special birthday ones. So that was cute. And I actually saw another girl walking around. I saw her at Tower of Terror. She was wearing one. Her name was Chloe, and it even had the accent over the E. Crazy. We said happy birthday to each other. She was French. I tried to tell her that my name was also Chloe because I wasn't wearing this at the time. It had broken. I don't think she knew what I meant. But we said happy birthday to each other. I bought a Minnie Mouse pen because I'm always buying pens, and it's black ink, so I do actually intend to use it, and then once it runs out I'll just keep it in my pen pot as a cute reminder. It was $5.99. Sorry if there's glare from the patio doors. This is a box of chocolates. I will put a cutaway in so that the glare is not blinding you. A box of chocolates. There's 2 layers of chocolates with all the main sort of original characters on. I picked this up for my family to share because they looked after the dogs for me and the rabbits when we were in Finland the week before last, and then my little brother house sat for me when we were in Disney, and I always pay him and I leave food and everything for him as well, but I wanted to bring them back some chocolates just to thank them again. Then we have some postcards, and again I will include close-ups of these. I got a few. I got one with lots of bits of Fantasyland in because it was my favourite in terms of the theming and stuff. The decorations and everything are just amazing, and it's where like Alice in Wonderland and everything is. Illuminations because incredible. The Lion King made me sob. And then I got one of Mickey and Friends in Paris because it's just cute, and it's a Paris themed one because it has the Eiffel Tower in it, but it's still Disney. It's got the castle and the characters, so yeah, I always have to buy a few postcards for my journals and my scrapbooks. Always have to buy some. Then I went a little bit pin crazy. Now, I feel like this is something that could become an addiction for me, pin collecting. But I don't want to buy pins when I'm in the UK. You can buy quite a few of them online on Shop Disney. And I don't really want to do that because there's something so special about buying them when you're actually in the parks. But I don't know, I feel like this could become an obsession, like collecting pins. But again, I'll put cutaways in. I got a White Rabbit one from Alice in Wonderland because that is one of my favourites. And he was a green pin, which I believe is $6.99. Honestly, I could have just gone on and on buying. I didn't buy any princess ones. I really wanted to, but I think I'm going to save them for if I go again. Then I got this one, and it is Stitch eating the Disney castle with 2018 at Disneyland Paris on it, and I deliberately bought this one because it has the year on it, and obviously this was my first ever trip, so I wanted to get a 2018 one, and that was yellow, but I'm not sure what price the yellow actually is. I think it might be $9.99. I got Mickey, the Disney Illuminations Mickey pin because Illuminations was just incredible, so I got the pin, and that was an orange, which I think is $7.99. And then finally I got the Disneyland Paris one, where it has the pirate ship, Big Thunder Mountain, the castle, Hyperspace Mountain. It says Disneyland Park, and it has Mickey. But yeah, I think yellow might be $9.99 and pink is $12.99. And there were a few pink ones that I really wanted, but I decided to be sensible and buy some other things as well. But it's definitely going to be a tradition of mine, I think, now when I go to Disney to buy some pins. I can't believe how much it's literally taken over me. I can see now why people go back again and again and again, and they like stop going on holiday anywhere else, because it's just magical there. Like, I can't even describe it. It is just magical there. But I definitely will be going back, and I think next time I'm going to pick up maybe some of the princess ones, because I didn't get any this time. I wanted to buy like the special ones, the Disney Parks Illuminations, the yearly one, and I got the White Rabbit because Alice in Wonderland is one of my absolute favourites. But there were so many I could have bought, and I'm definitely going to be picking up some more. I bought 2 of these Disneyland Paris Castle fridge magnets. It's just plastic, I'm pretty sure. There was a beautiful magnet that I really wanted to get, and I had seen it in somebody's video very recently, but I looked in so many shops and I just could not find it. So I don't know if they do it anymore or what, but I got this one instead, and I still think it's really pretty. Magnets I wasn't as impressed with. Pins, there's loads. Magnets, there was still a lot, but not many that I actually would have wanted. But I loved the castle, so I got a castle one, and I actually got another one for my mum as well, and I think these were like $5.99. I'm not sure, I don't think I've kept my receipt, but yeah, love it. So whenever I go on holiday, my tradition is that I always buy a key ring and postcards and a fridge magnet for my mum. So I bought a fridge magnet for myself this time, but normally I just buy one for my mum, and then for myself I get a key ring and some postcards. So naturally I needed a key ring, and I went for an Alice in Wonderland themed one. It has the Cheshire Cat, the Mad Hatter's hat, teacups, and Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland, and it has a heart as well. This was $4.99 and I really like it. Again, they had loads of key rings, but because I've been to quite a few places now, my keys are getting a bit crazy with the amount of key rings I have. So I try to stick to one that isn't bulky, and a lot of them were very bulky. I might have to separate my keys out maybe, because I have like a caravan key and like my mum's house key and stuff like that on my keys as well. Maybe I'll separate them out so I can have more key rings, but for now I've just got an Alice in Wonderland one. And then finally from Disneyland Paris, see, I didn't actually buy that much. I spent a lot of money, but I didn't actually buy that much. I bought a Pandora charm. Now this was like my birthday present to myself. My mum and dad gave me a card with some euros in for my birthday before I went away, and I used that money to buy this. So it was like a birthday present I chose for myself. And it is the Cinderella Heart. So it has blue little gems in it, and it says, "A dream is a wish your heart makes." And I didn't know which one to get when I went in there. It was a real spur of the moment decision. I think it was quite late on in the evening, and I didn't know what one to get, and there were so many beautiful ones, but they hike the price right up in the parks. You can buy the Disney charms in Pandora stores. There are a few that are Disneyland Paris exclusives, and then there's like Florida exclusives as well, I think, but there were a few I wanted, but they were really expensive, and I was like, do you know what? I think I'm going to go for the classic Cinderella quote, "A dream is a wish your heart makes." And yeah, I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to go with that. It's a classic. It was a reasonably priced one. I think it was 49 euros. So that's probably reasonably similar to what you would pay here in the UK in pounds. And it was the main thing that I had gone to Disney with the intention of buying, like that, a Pandora charm for my bracelet, which I wear all the time, is what I had intended to buy. So I got it, treated myself to it. And then when we went to see Illuminations later that night, that song, "A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes," is the song that it starts with and ends with, and when we saw Mickey and the Magician the next day, that song is a big part of that show as well. So I was like, actually it's the perfect charm, because it really is sort of like the epitome of Disney, and they play it all the time and it is everywhere. So I'm really glad I went for that one, and it's really special. Every time I look at it, I'll remember going to Disneyland Paris for the first time. So yeah. And then, just because who doesn't like food, I thought I would just show you the macaroons I bought when I went to Paris. Because the next day we went into central Paris and we went to the Eiffel Tower and had a mooch around there, and then we went to check into our new hotel, which was really nice. You could see the Eiffel Tower from our hotel room. It was lovely. We checked into that hotel, and then the next day we had like a massive sightseeing day with all of our luggage in tow, because we were getting the trains around and we wouldn't have time to go back to the hotel. And I went to 2 Macaroon Macaron places. My phone's going off. So first of all, again, I'll put cutaways in. We went to Christophe Roussel Pâtissier Chocolatier. My French is quite rusty since school, but they had some interesting flavours. I went for some like classics and old favourites as well, but I've got strawberry cheesecake, passion fruit, which I'd never seen before, so naturally had to try that, raspberry and chocolate, and I haven't opened them yet because I wanted to show them to you. And then the reason we stopped at that place was because I really wanted to go to La Durée, which is like the iconic Parisian Macaroon Macaron shop. And the shops are absolutely beautiful. What they sell is absolutely beautiful. You pay a premium price, but it's stunning, and I really wanted to go there. And I googled where all the shops were, and it just so happened that none of them at the time were close to sort of where we would be. There's one near the Arc de Triomphe, but I didn't go there because we just didn't have time. We were rushing around and we were going to the Notre Dame, so we had to get a train to the Notre Dame, and I just didn't have a chance to go in there. So I was really sad, and we stopped at this other place and got macaroons. And then we went to the airport, and there were several La Durée counters, shops in there. So in here we have some flavours that are quite unusual too. Strawberry candy, pineapple, morello cherry, pistachio, which is the standard, chocolate and raspberry, which are standard. I really like the chocolate and raspberry ones, so I always get them, and I like the pistachio too, but oh my gosh, they smell delicious. I really want to try the pineapple one, but I know that Will is going to want to try it too, so we're going to have half each. So I don't want to have it when he's not here, like not home from work, because that's not very fair. But yeah, so I went a bit macaroon crazy. And I also bought some biscuits in the shape of Macaroon Macarons from this little shop that we passed, and they're actually like half of one, like each biscuit is half of a macaroon, and they're like little hard biscuits. They're not actually soft in the middle, but they each taste of something different, and they're quite nice actually. So yeah, that is everything. I'm in a bit of a weird mood today. I just feel like so excited and so hyped still after being in Disney. It was literally just the best few days ever, and I can't wait to go back. I really want to go back at Christmas, so if anyone fancies it, let me know. My mum really wants to go once she's better and once her treatment is over. She was talking about maybe going February half term, because we both work in a school, so we can only go during school holidays. So she was talking about maybe doing February half term, but I'm desperate to see it decorated for Christmas. So if any of my friends are watching and fancy it, let me know. Do you know what? I'm tempted to just do a day trip by myself, like get the Eurotunnel and just go by myself, because it was so good. Anyway, I will stop rambling now, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye.